All right, we're live here. This is a podcast for my workshop that's taking place on Monday, the November 5th. And I want to talk about Flipgrid at the end of the workshop. So this is what the home screen would look like. You would push sign up today. If you're into this, I would already did push educator login. So here's your layout when you first go in, and it's got interesting vocab to describe things that you kind of already used to dealing with Classroom or YouTube or whatnot. So as you scroll down, a grid is kind of like a class. So this is the class for my workshop. And if I want to add another one, I push new grid. And this is going to be school email domain related because it's going to be for students, right? And so this would be Tier 2-3. All right. I've decided that I am going to just use no passcode. The code, it'll tell me that. I can write that down if I want to. And then I pick whatever for my screen. I don't know. Go with that. It's like the background. It doesn't really affect too much. Next screen, the school email domain. Your domain is everything. Okay. All right. After the @ symbol, hamilton.k12.nj.us. Okay. All right. All right. So this would, you're like, well, doesn't it make it open to everybody that's a student in Hamilton Township? Yes, but they have to get the invite. Obviously, you can also kick students out who don't want to identify their name, who they are in your class. Right here is the code that they have to use to get in. You can only give that code to certain students. You could also make it password protected and only give the password out in your class. That way it keeps anybody out you don't want in. And then I push all set. And it also automatically generates topics for that topic is where you'd have a video, and then you would want an answer, so that you would post a video talking about your answer or with a question, and then the students would click on a respond to that topic and upload a video as their response or whatever you want to put, file, etc. So that's where you would put new topic. So we're not doing anything right now. We're just making sure that this is set up now, and I can add co-pilots. If I don't want to have certain, give it out to everybody to sign up, I can push add co-pilots. So then I can just add emails, So they can edit and create. So this is probably student leaders you'd want. Other than that, anybody who gets the code will be responding and putting their answers in online. The nice thing is I can duplicate the grid and keep what I want. If it's been used for a while, and I want to start a new one for a different class, I can just duplicate it. So this is good for the second half of the year, basically, is what I'm saying. If I'm on a social studies teacher on semesters or science teacher on semesters. So I can structure, or I can just the pinned topics. It's kind of like when you use archived things you've already done in Google Classroom. So basically, I'm not completely live because I've got to add students, but I will have them added right now in my class so that I can show what added students look like in a Flipgrid. So that's part one of the intro to Flipgrid for your actual class in school, not for if you're doing a PLC. So I hope you can use that to start if you're choosing to be risky or daring and try this, and that you can take from there and watch the second part of this video once you have that set up. the original sign up, you do have to go in through the top menu and start an account. It would look like this. Sign up today, and you have to enter some of your stuff. There's optional information you can enter if you have like a school Twitter or a school YouTube account, which you should have it after my workshop. That is another way to link into this. So that is part 1 of Intro to Flipgrid.